deposit box. I'm scared I'll lose it.
Of course. In his 5th year with the Yankees, as you well know, he was selected to the 2011 All-Star team. He had a phenomenal year last year. 100 strikeouts in 66 innings with a very impressive 1.08 ERA, which is unheard of in the majors today. Okay. Anybody know what his nickname is on the Yankees?
I do, Coach.
High socks.
Who? Robbie?
Close enough.
Huh?
D-Rob.
D-Rob?
That's not good.
Nobody knows
I got
that.
it,
The little guy's got it real quick.
High socks.
It's Houdini. Anybody know who Houdini is? Okay. Basically, his specialty, and he's gifted at it, is he gets out of all the trouble that the Yankees put him in.
Or I put myself in.
As you well know, he is a specialist because he's called on almost every night in the 8th inning to hold the lead and set it up for the closer. So with that special position, you have to be a gifted, talented athlete in order to be able to be that type of person. And as you well know, when it's turned over to him, the game's a lock. Okay? Finally, along with his wife, he founded the High Socks for Hope Foundation, which is which supports victims, and you like those high socks because he's the only one of the few guys that wear it. Okay? Which supports natural disasters in his hometown of Alabama. So everyone, warm welcome for David Robertson.
Well, I guess just give you guys a little information about me. I've been playing baseball since I was 5 years old. Started out playing t-ball. Played all the way through the Little League till I was 14. Played for a junior high team. We had a 7th and 8th grade team before I got to high school. And, played 4 years in high school and then went to the University of Alabama. Played there for 2 years and then was fortunate enough to be drafted by the New York Yankees. Didn't think I'd be signing with the New York Yankees, but it happened and I'm where I am today. Everything really worked out. I was a really hard worker when I was younger. Didn't consider myself a pitcher. I was more of a third baseman, shortstop, middle infielder, could play outfield too. But at some point, they told me I stunk at it and that I was a better pitcher. So that's basically how I ended up pitching. And then got moved to the bullpen in college. And then since then, that's been my ticket. That's the only thing I've been able to do, and it's been a lot of fun. But, I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Maybe a handful of you might have been there. Maybe not. No hands in this group? Alright. Anyways,
You guys have 3 of them.
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, real fast. Anyways, it's my 5th year with the New York Yankees, and I'm hoping to continue playing here. I'm hoping that we'll have another World Series by the end of this year. It'd be nice. It's been a few years since we won. You guys got any questions? I feel like you should have a bunch. Go ahead, yeah.
When like a new member comes to the team, like Ichiro just did, like how do you feel when he comes and like he gets all the attention and if you have a great game?
Yeah, I mean it's exciting when you get a new player, you know, and it's got to be exciting to get traded for. You know, he spent his whole career with Seattle Mariners, and you know, now he's with a new team. He's with us. He's in New York, and we're excited to have him. And I think he really likes being here, and he's fit in real well so far. I don't know if you saw the game last night, but he went deep, and hopefully he'll keep doing it.
When you started pitching, were you a starter or a reliever?
When I started pitching, I was a starter. I was 8 years old when I started pitching, so. I mean, there weren't relievers, so I just pitched. Whenever I got the ball, I pitched. And most of the time I was starting a game, and I didn't become a reliever till 2005, I think. And that was my first year in college, and I got put as a closer.
Do you like being a starter along relief pitcher?
I did not like being a starter. Just simply, I'm just not a big guy, and I'm not real durable. I can have the best stuff for a quick burst, And I think that's where I'm more effective. You know, starters, I'm not like CC who can go out there and take the ball and throw 7 innings, 120 pitches, and still be throwing 95 on his last pitch. I can't do that. So I think the bullpen works really well for me because I can be explosive out of the pen and get my outs real quick and then give the ball to the next guy.
Who's helped you the most?
Who's helped me the most during my career? That's a tough one. I've had a lot of help from players, you know, coaches and stuff, but I think the most help that I've gotten has just been from my wife, actually. The amount of support she's given me. She's helped me basically get to where I am today. But as far as pitching-wise, I've had help from, you know, I could tell you dozens of coaches, all the way through the minor leagues, the big leagues, you know, even working with Mariano when I throw with him sometimes. Everybody has a little bit of say-so in how you throw.
Are you going to pitch tonight? Because I'm going to be at the game.
I tell you what, if we get the lead in the 8th inning and it's probably 4 runs or less, I'm going to pitch. There's a very good chance of that. But if you see we're losing in the 8th, I'm probably not going to pitch.
How do you feel about the injuries, like Teixeira, Mo, so on and so on?
You can't really feel anything about them. It stinks. When guys get injured, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you can go and take it back and be like, oh, I wish he wouldn't have broke his hand. It's just nothing you can do. All you can do is wait for him to come back. It's a tough game, and a lot of guys get hurt, and believe me, there's nothing fun about being sidelined and being on the DL. I've done it once before, and I don't want to do it again.
Like, what's the team or like a player that you least like to pitch?
Same question keeps popping up. Marco Scudero, any of you guys know who he is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, when he was with Boston and Toronto, he just owned me and Mariano, so I'm really glad that he's in the National League.
Who's your favorite player on the Yankees? You can't say yourself.
Favorite player? Right now, I'm a big Raul fan. Raul Banez has been tearing it up. I like watching him hit. He's on fire.
What round were you drafted in?
I was drafted in the 17th round, so I was probably pick number 2,000 in the draft. Slipped on down there. Snuck in the...
What was one of the hardest ballparks you've ever pitched in?
The hardest ballpark? Pitching in Philadelphia during the World Series was pretty tough. It was exceptionally loud there. I think it's really hard, though, to pitch in Texas, to be honest with you. That's probably the loudest park I've ever been in. When you come off the field, your ears are ringing. It's so loud there. I mean, it's 50,000 strong, and they're loud Texans.
Do you miss hitting at all?
Yes, I miss hitting a lot. Like, I would love to be able to play a position, but it just, that opportunity is not going to come up for me.
Well, unless you play in NLT.
Yeah, even then I'll be in the bullpen, so I'll get pinch hit for.
Who's the team prankster?
The team prankster?
Swisher, yeah.
Nah, Swisher's not the big. I tell you what, there's not really a prankster on the team this year. Andy Pettit likes to stir things up a little bit. He's quiet about it too. Like he's always kind of just spreading little rumors and getting people stirred up a little bit, but nothing really angry. But last year we had Luis Ayala. I don't know if you guys remember him. He throws from right here. He's on the Orioles.
Yeah.
He is a nightmare to be around. I mean, great guy, love him to death, but you couldn't go anywhere without looking above you or watching your feet or something, because he would mess with you nonstop. And if you got mad, he would just do more stuff to you.
I have two questions. When you were growing up in Alabama in Little League, were you one of the stars in Little League?
You mean, was I?
Like one of the better players for your age group when you were growing up? Or did you have to like work for it?
Well, I mean, I was the first pick every year, if that helps. Till I was about 13 or 14, and then everybody else hit puberty and I didn't, so I got sent to the back of the pack. Huh? Hey. I was way smaller than you. If you saw a picture of me when I was 14, you would think I was 9 years old. I still hit bombs.
Also, I want more.
Go ahead.
Does the loud noise of ballparks distract you, or do you just tune it out?
You don't, when you're pitching out there, I'm not focused on any of the noise or any of the chatter that's going on. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm more focused on making my pitch and getting the guy out. I don't have time in a game to sit there and browse in the crowd and look around and see who's yelling at me or anything like that. I don't care. I don't worry about it. All I want to do is I want to get this guy out and I want to win the ball game.
What is your best pitch that you throw?
Fastball. Four-seam fastball. Definitely.
Are you like more excited when your team wins or when you perform well? Like if you had a great game but your team lost, are you happy? Or...
No, I'm not. I'm not happy if we lose. No one likes losing. You know, even if I have one of the best games that I've ever had, if we lose the game, it doesn't mean anything.
What's your favorite stadium besides
I like going to Baltimore. I really like Camden Yards. I think it's a beautiful park. We have a great view from the bullpen, and it seems like whenever we go there, we hit a lot of home runs, so it's pretty exciting.
Besides the Yankees, who's your favorite player to like talk to?
Favorite player? Other teams. I used to hang out with Johnny Damon a lot, and I know a lot of players, a lot of teams I hang out with. Play Buck Holson, but I really don't see a lot of those guys. I see them when we're playing there. Might eat lunch with them one day in the city, before a game. But other than that, I don't really spend a whole lot of time with these guys.
All right, gentlemen, a few more, then Dave will show you some techniques in pitching.
Like when you were growing up, would you throw a curveball and sliders when you were younger? Or
I did, but before we knew any better. Since I was 8, I was taught a curveball, and then I was probably 11. I developed a slider and a curveball.
what's your nastiest pitch right now?
Fastball.
Really?
Yep.
What pitch moves you?
It doesn't matter necessarily about movement. It's more about location. If that makes any sense.
Who hit the first home run that you were pitching to?
I think Adam Jones got me in 2008. Gave up a grand slam to him. I got brought into a game that was out of control already. Yeah, nice one.
What's the fastest?
I've hit 98 before. Just once, but it counts. All it counts.
Who's the hardest batter you ever faced?
Marco Scudero, no doubt.
A couple more, guys.
Huh?
Have you ever got a hit?
Have you ever got hit like in the big leagues or like when I was younger? I've never had an at bat. Yeah.
If you pitch the 7th, 8th, or the 9th, what do you have to do different if you're pitching the 7th, 8th, or 9th? Do you have like a different mindset?
Not really. When I'm pitching, it doesn't really matter what inning I'm throwing in. I still want to do the same thing. I want to go in and be as quick and effective as I can. I want to throw strike 1, strike 2, and then I want to make a pitch. I want to make the nastiest pitch I can throw. Because it doesn't matter in the 7th, 8th, or 9th, or even the 5th or 6th, you can still lose a game right there. I know you got more innings to play after it, but if your team has the momentum and you're able to get those big 3 outs that are needed, it can change the whole outcome of the game, because then next thing you know, someone else is getting brought into a game who's, maybe not their best guy out of their bullpen, or not their best player. It just speeds up the game on the other team if you're able to dominate in those early innings. Check.
Well, my dad and my sister are Oriole fans, and it's kind of hard. And I just want you to know that I'm not an Oriole fan.
I can tell.
Okay. Gentlemen, everybody rise, please. Let's go around the mound.